Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this eTwinning webinar offered by the European School Education Platform entitled Turning Citizenship into eTwinning Projects and organized in collaboration with two eTwinning feature groups that I will be presenting to you very soon. Today's webinar marks the start of a special journey that we are beginning and that we'll see in the coming weeks plenty of activities taking place to explore eTwinning in depth. So make sure to follow our social media channels to keep up to date and to not miss a thing. This special journey will conclude with the eTwinning celebrations during the Erasmus Days, which, as you know, will take place from the 13th of October to the 18th of October. And for this special celebration, we have organized two events. On 13th October, there will be an eTwinning webinar in collaboration with the feature group dedicated to combining eTwinning and Erasmus Plus projects, where you will see a successful example of a project that combined creatively the two programs together. And on the day after, on 14th of October, an eTwinning Partner Finding Fair will take place. Both events are registered on the Erasmus Days portal, so you can find all the information there in the links in the slide, and I'm sure my colleague Marta and I will be posting the links in the chat very soon. But you are also invited to organize your own eTwinning events and register them on the Erasmus Days portal to take part in the celebrations. And you have the link here to the homepage of the portal, and there you will find all the information how to register your event. Coming back to today's webinar, this session is specifically meant to help you getting ready for your next eTwinning projects. This means that whether you are a new face in the community or you are here since a while and you're in search of ideas to create high quality activities for your pupils, as you know, there are plenty of resources ready to support you, among which the feature group for eTwinning newcomers, partner finding tools to meet teachers and set up projects together, and project kits with ready-made ideas you can adapt to your own classroom. Today, two eTwinning feature groups will join forces to help you have some tips and guidance on how to bring your next project to life. So you will take place in sort of project creation simulation. And for this, we have decided to focus on the topic of citizenship education today, as this is a key component of the new annual theme 2025-2026, Skills for Life, and therefore we will continue to explore this topic further and in details throughout this year. So while in the first part of this webinar, the moderator of the eTwinning feature groups on citizenship education, Dora, who is here with us today, will give you some details on how to approach this topic. In the second part of the webinar, the two moderators of the eTwinning feature groups dedicated to newcomers in the community, Georgia and Nikki, will actually demonstrate how to create a project around this theme. So we hope everything is clear and that you are ready to interact with our speakers, because this webinar will require also your contributions, and you will discover very soon how. I will just remind you a couple of technicalities before we really start. The first one is that the chat is there for you to post any questions or ask for any technical support. Me and my colleague Marta will be there to monitor it. So if you need anything, the chat is the place. And the second technicalities is that, as you can see, this session is recorded, and the recording of this webinar will be published on the official YouTube channel of the European School Education Platform as of the next days, and uploaded as well in the relevant page on the platform together with the presentation. So if you want to share this webinar with colleagues, there will be the opportunity to do that. Without further ado, I'll now leave the floor to Dora Kenyu, the moderator of the eTwinning feature group on citizenship education, and to her presentation for the first part of this webinar. So Dora, whenever you want, you can share your own screen, and this will take over the presentation.
Great. Good afternoon. Thank you for the invitation. It is an excellent way to talk today about the featured theme of the eTwinning group, Citizenship Education. And let me share my presentation first. Just 1 minute. So, turning citizenship into eTwinning projects. This is the topic of today's webinar. And we thought that it would be a good idea first to discuss what citizenship means. Therefore, just a moment.
We can see the slide, Dora.
Yes, I'm trying to have it full screen.
Yes.
Just a moment.
No problem.
So we are having the presentation, right, full screen. Great.
Yes, I think it's loading.
Right.
Okay, great.
And the main idea is to discuss first a bit what citizenship means. But let me tell you a few things about the eTwinning featured group, which is called Citizenship Education, celebrating what unites us. It is registered at the ESEP, the European School Education Platform, and you can join it in case you haven't so far. We can discover together the new, not so new anymore, eTwinning annual theme for 2024-2025. It is still running. And during this school year, these 2 school years, eTwinning focused on citizenship education, providing emphasis on active citizenship, on critical thinking and learning about the EU and its values. The annual group served as the central hub for eTwinners to find materials and resources related to this annual theme. It was also a place, and it still is, a place to connect, to network, and draw inspiration from fellow colleagues. So if you're curious to learn more, you can still explore it with us. Now, as part of this group presentations and activities, let's talk a bit about what EU citizenship means and whether we have some rights, some responsibilities, and the chance to make a change as EU citizens. So, what is EU citizenship? It is a status automatically granted to nationals of the European Union member states, creating a complementary relationship with their national citizenship. It was established in the 1993 Maastricht Treaty and grants individuals a host of rights, including the freedom to move and reside in any EU country, the right to vote and stand in local and European Parliament elections in their country of residence, and the right to ask for protection from any EU member state when abroad. So it adds rights and it creates a new identity on top of our national citizenship. And the key components comprise rights, participation, and values. So we all belonged to a shared European community promoting unity in diversity and encouraging active participation in democratic life. Now, I have added here an activity that is now running in our group, which is about sharing a short introductory video or poster on the topic, what is active citizenship and why Europe celebrates democracy, peace, and languages, on a forum thread where you can post your work with your students and your classes. So we are inviting you to post your work on the premises of the group and the designated forum, which you can find as soon as you visit the group. Now, which are the key rights of EU citizens? I believe you can guess some of them. First and foremost, the freedom of movement, the freedom to live, work, study anywhere in the EU countries, and voting rights. in the European Parliament and in local elections. And you have also the right to ask for protection abroad and access all EU institutions. Behind the rights of EU citizens, we have the underlying values, the values that guide citizenship, but also our behaviors, our obligations as well. And these values include inclusion, tolerance, justice, and solidarity. We have another activity, a parallel activity in the group called Virtual Debate Cafe, where classes vote on the democracy topic. Should voting be allowed from the age of 16? So you can visit the group forum and have your students or yourselves vote for this topic, whether we could or we should vote at the age of 16. And also, you can complete this sentence, democracy means what to you, and complete your contribution to the forum on the group, on the platform of the European School Education Platform, and contribute towards this goal and this question. Do we have responsibilities? Yes, of course we do. We must respect the law and the democratic values. We should promote tolerance and inclusivity, participate in civic life, and protect the environment and human rights. Do we have the power to make a change? Of course we do. For example, we can have a petition to the European Parliament about an important topic. We can participate in European citizens' initiatives. We can influence EU policies through activism. And one such example is the youth climate strikes and the EU Green Deal. I'm going to share with you another activity from our group called the Word Cloud of Democracy. Active participation is an integral part of democracy, and each class or teacher is called to submit 3 to 5 words describing what democracy means to you, both in your language and English. So we have a shared Mentimeter cloud, and I am stopping my presentation right now to share with you this Mentimeter cloud. Just a brief moment. Alessia, can you add the code on the chat box, or shall I?
Sorry, Laura, I couldn't find my microphone. I will post the link to the Mentimeter in the chat because I took it from the slide. So it should be this one.
I'm sharing my screen here.
Perfect. So if you click on the link and
so here is the Menti.
Perfect.
And now we can, as we said, describe democracy in 3 to 5 words, and you can have
I think our participants need some time to start populating with ideas.
So I will just have it there. Okay, and I am going to continue the presentation, and hopefully we will see the results in a while. Now, in the meantime, I'm sorry, we went back to the presentation. Here we are. So this is a poster of the activities of the group that I have already described and in which you are invited to participate. The teacher action, the word cloud of democracy, and the joint activity of the virtual debate cafe. So feel free to join us and also join the next activities that we are preparing. So we talked in general about what citizen.
Dora, sorry to interrupt you before we proceed. I think our participants are noting that there's no possibility to submit the questions. So I would like to propose if maybe they can post it in the chat so we can give a look at their.
Yes, please.
Some of them already did it, so it's
Yeah.
a good idea. I think you can post it in the chat so Dora can give a look and have an overview of how you describe democracy.
And also, the link will be included in the presentation.
Perfect.
So you can also access it there in case now there is any problem.
Perfect.
So we talked a bit about what citizenship means. Let's find out how citizenship is connected with various school subjects. Of course, you have your own ideas, and I'm just going to give you some hints. For example, citizenship can be integrated in history lessons, and some such examples could include exploring the EU origins and how the EU emerged after the Second World War and how peace was constructed. You could study treaties or EU integration and enlargement with your students. You could discuss democracy, human rights, and migration, for example. Gogo and Nikki are going to give you very nice examples for eTwinning projects on similar topics. But of course, you can also work on these topics at school in your class with your students as well. Citizenship in language and literature. So learning European languages means embracing diversity, cultural diversity, linguistic diversity, religious diversity, any kind of diversities. And of course, this is mirrored in literature as well. Literature on identity, on migration, on cooperation. These are only some examples. Of course, you can also join exchange programs such as Erasmus Plus to be able to actually meet and collaborate in real time with students and teachers from all over the EU member countries. Citizenship in science and geography. So a common umbrella could be climate change and its effect. It is a European as well as a global issue. EU cooperation in research and innovation, and you can take advantage of all the latest advances in AI or any such topic. STEM topics are very well known to the eTwinning community, and they can be connected to citizenship. And we could also work on understanding cultural and geographical diversity, which I think is a topic that students really, really enjoy. We could have some of your suggestions in the chat box as well, in the chat box. What about then your suggestions? How could citizenship be included and connected to various subjects? Let's have a couple of minutes and you can write your answers on the chat.
I posted the question, Dora, in the chat, so our participants can see it. And in the meanwhile, they posted quite many contributions about democracy in their own language and English. Don't know if you can see them.
Great, great. I will finish sharing my screen and then I will open the links again so that as we don't waste any time. And as you are still contributing to the chat, let me tell you a few things about the EU Learning Corner. which is a great tool to use in your class about how EU was created. There are great quizzes. For example, EU and Me. It is talking about the origins of the EU, trivia about different member states. What Europe does for me, this is a very important topic for young people, for students, for adults, for workers, for families. What is that EU does for me? We should all know, but we don't actually. There are simulations of EU decision making, so you can find tools and games on how decisions are made in the EU Parliament. There are cards and materials for role plays and for dilemma games. And you can also have and find their badges and point systems to motivate and energize your students. The benefits of using this kit. It increases engagement and motivation. The materials are ready-made. You don't have to do anything. You just find what suits you and you use it. They are colorful. They are well designed. They are ready to be used. You can also build skills of critical thinking and collaboration in case you work in groups with your students, in case you have them create maybe even their own quizzes, their own games inspired by those posted on the platform. And of course, you can solidify values and rights that EU citizens have in the minds and the hearts of our young students. So the new Europa website, which is refreshed, which is called Learning Corner, is a merger of Kids Corner and Teachers Corner. So we've got materials for teachers as well. It is aimed at teachers, kids, and teenagers. It offers a range of free, dynamic, and functional educational tools about the EU, suitable for all devices and available in all 24 EU languages. So if you're ready to play different games, puzzles, and quizzes, this is a new experience that starts at the Learning Corner of the website europa.eu. So to sum up, what is EU citizenship? It is this state which consists of our rights as citizens, but also of our responsibilities and our power to take action. Schools and teachers can integrate it across subjects, for example, history, languages, science, and civic education. It encourages active, informed, and responsible young Europeans. So we cannot but urge you to work on this topic of citizenship and to integrate it in your work in eTwinning projects as well, which you are going to find out really soon. Just let me show you very, very briefly, and Alessia, maybe you can share the group link for our attendees.
Yes, it's already been shared, but I will repost it so everybody
Yes.
can find it.
So in case you haven't joined the citizenship education group yet, celebrating what unites us, you can still do that. And you can take a look at all the activities that we designed for you. So this, the 15th of September, was a day devoted to celebrating democracy. And that's why we are having all these activities that I have already presented to you. And we will be happy to have you on board. Now, if you want to take part in this brainstorming of ideas on active citizenship projects. You can visit the Padlet on the same page, and that was a summer activity, but it is still available. So you can share here ideas of projects that you implemented and tell us what went well or not. Tell us how we can also become more creative in teaching for active citizenship, how we can integrate environmental and global citizenship in our projects, how also we can co-create micro projects together. So this is a Padlet available at the group first page, and you can always visit it and have it there. The Democracy Day forum is available here as well, and you can also visit it, as well as the virtual debate cafe for classes to vote at the poll below. Should voting be allowed? I think that's quite an interesting topic for our students. So you can have them say whether it's yes, no, or I don't know. Let me also share with you the Learning Corner first page, which is available for you, and it contains all these tools that I talked about. And finally, my time is I think I only have a couple of minutes, right? So let me end by showing you this little video. Just a moment, and I will share it for you. Let me know if the sound is okay.
Yes, we can hear.
Hey, let me tell you about something amazing that happened the other day when I was on a discovery trip with my students. I was telling them all about the European Union when one of the boys discovered the Learning Corner. All of a sudden, a portal opened, and my students ran right towards its opening and jumped in. That's when our adventure began. They all started to play different games and puzzles. Some were taking quizzes. It was incredible just to watch them having so much fun and learning so many new things. Then one of my students took us to the teaching section, where I could see how other teachers organized their own work. What's more, all the material is available in all EU languages and is tailored for different age groups. In another section, you can discover all you need to know about European history, its diversity, and its values. You can discover what the EU is all about in a playful and creative way. I must admit, before seeing this site, I never really realized just how much fun finding out new information could be. And this takes me to the end of my story. You can access the Learning Corner on your mobile devices, even use it in the classroom and desktops to play, teach, and discover the EU. So, are you ready for this new experience?
So great. Summing up, we are talking about how to integrate citizenship topics in our classes, and I'm passing the floor to Wowo and Nikki to talk to you about citizenship in eTwinning projects. And there is an open invitation on my part to visit the eTwinning featured group Citizenship Education and take part in our activities and get inspired by the suggested materials and expert talks. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dora. I think I'll take over now. While trying to share my screen, I think you all saw in the video that Dora showed to us that there is an aeroplane. Get ready to get on this aeroplane, and we are going to land to eTwinning land and create something together. I hope you all can see my my presentation, right?
We can see, Georgia.
Okay, perfect. So this is me, Georgia, or Gogo in Greek, and the co-moderator of the eTwinning newcomers group, Nikki. And we are here today to help you think how you can create an eTwinning project based on citizenship, based on the values that citizenship includes, let's say. But before we move on to this, I would like you to remember some things. Everything will be in the presentation, which will be later uploaded, so don't worry. This is just a quick reminder. I hope you can see my the next screen.
Yes.
In order for you to set up a quality eTwinning project, you have to bear in mind some crucial things. First of all, there should be clear strategies for communication and collaboration between students, teachers, and schools generally. eTwinning and TwinSpace offers us a lot of tools to do so. And of course, there should always be common products when either at the end of each month of the project, or 2 or 3 common products generally of the project. That is, you can create a recipe, each one of you adding, each school adding an ingredient, or an ebook, or a collaborative song, or a collaborative dance, etc. So collaboration and common products. Also, you should be able to select actually, and use the ICT tools which are meant for your students' age, which cater for your students and your own needs. There are plenty of web tools out there, but you don't need and you mustn't use all of them just because you like them. Make sure that you use the right ones so that you can collaborate in the project more effortlessly and more creatively. Also, make sure that your TwinSpace is neat and tidy, that everything is in order and organized, and anyone who enters it can wander around and watch the process of your work. And of course, we always make sure that our students and of course ourselves are aware of the GDPR rights, the copyright and e-safety issues. That's why we are asking for parental consents. We try to upload photos with a lot of children and not giving out their names or where they stand, etc., so as to help them protect themselves. A project is, of course, a way for students to learn things and to collaborate with peers from other countries and to have fun, but it should also have clear educational objectives. These objectives should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Make sure that the activities that you design, you have enough time for them, that you can understand the objective that they are there for, that everything you design is in order and stands with the educational objective you have in mind. You should also include a variety of pedagogical methods, project-based learning, pair work, teamwork, autonomous learning, etc. Students should always be there in the center of project planning. These are the ones who will decide the final outcome of the organization of the project, and why not the final products of the project. There should be curricular integration in one or many subjects. For example, as a teacher of English, I could perfectly well collaborate with an arts teacher and a PE teacher, and why not the class teacher who teaches history and Greek language. There should be a multidisciplinary approach. Students should work together, not only on English, but also in their ICT lab, or doing something having to do with STEM, in order to have a more complete approach to the whole topic that you are working on. You should make sure that the skills and competencies as these are described by the European framework are met with your eTwinning project. And last but not least, definitely, you should evaluate the project through your students' answers, through your parents' answers, and through your colleagues' answers, and also disseminate it so that people from your town, people from your area, people from your country, and the whole, anyway, the whole world involved around eTwinning should learn about what you did and how well you organized it. So, having said that, Nikki.
Thank you. Dora has shared with us some really valuable insight, and we have taken her suggestions to present some project ideas to you. So I will be very briefly describing one project idea for each category of those Dora mentioned. And then we have a little surprise for you. So very briefly, our first project idea with the title, If I Were in Parliament. That would be a simulation project where students could form youth parties, have debates of topics meaningful to them, organize campaigns, hold elections, activities that would take them through the whole democratic process in a fun and collaborative way. So through the process, they would understand the EU democratic processes, they appreciate their voting rights, they could develop their communication skills. So keep that in mind as a suggestion as we move on to our second suggestion. Okay. With the title, Rights for People, Rights for Nature. This would obviously be an environmental project, trying to connect human rights and environmental protection, where students could investigate local issues, create campaigns, or organize petitions, and that would build awareness of environmental justice, maybe introduce them to the EU Green Deal. And then democracy then and now, that would be a time travel journey that would connect the idea of citizenship with history. A journey to take students from ancient Greece to post-World War II reconstruction, then modern EU formation, and then maybe speculate over the future. They could compare systems, think about what our world would be like if the EU never existed. They could create timelines, have role plays, role plays, digital exhibitions. Then a simple project, my Erasmus dream, so that students could think about what Erasmus Plus could offer them, and mobility opportunities and learning languages. They could explore opportunities, imagine themselves studying, living, or visiting another European country. They could create presentations about their dream experiences or their past experiences if they have already been part of an Erasmus exchange, and that would give them motivation to join future projects, realize that mobility is a real possibility for them, and maybe think of what they would do if they were to go on an Erasmus exchange next year or in a few days. And then our carbon footprint challenge, again, an environmental science project. Students could calculate their carbon footprint or their school's carbon footprint. They compare then with partner schools. They could design action plans or actually run campaigns to protect the environment. Maybe organize conferences, a mini conference to talk about environmental issues. And last but not least, our European identity through stories and places that could be even suitable for younger students. They could this is actually celebrating unity in diversity. This is the EU motto. They could create cultural maps, city guides, exchange information about the places, about dances, songs, food, create digital museums, whatever connects students together and nations and people together. These are suggestions very briefly. And now, Georgia,
Okay.
the surprise.
So we gave you 6 themes that were derived from Dora's presentation and what citizenship holds for us. It's a vast topic, actually. It's time for you to vote. So I have created a Curipod where you just have the 6 topics and you need to vote for, you need to vote for the one that you like best. The winner will be here with us, the topic, and will be elaborated on, and we will dedicate a project to it. So let me click on the link. Okay, I will start now. You have 1 minute to vote. You can either scan the QR code, which will be created with your smartphones, or open a new tab on your computer, and you'll see the link. Nikki, you can see it and put it in the chat, please. It's curi.live, and it's 641-4042. No names will appear, so you don't have to worry, sorry. We have people coming.
Very curious to see the result.
We have quite many people, so let's wait a bit.
Okay.
This is what you do with your students.
But Georgia,
Yeah.
let's tell everyone that afterwards we're going to share ideas for all 6 projects.
Yes, yes.
But right now we're going to actually
Stay just
take
with
one of these
yes.
6 ideas
Because
and
time is running
build the
out.
project.
So we have an amazing axolotl here, a fast platypus, a kind pasta, some kind pasta, thriving smile, etc. It's Curie.live if you want to open a tab, and the pin is 641403. I will wait for 1 minute the most, because I don't know how many people will want to join. And we are going to start.
So Georgia, sometimes people, Christina says she can't vote. You can still.
I haven't started. No. I have to start the activity.
Great.
It hasn't started yet. That's why I'm
Go
waiting.
ahead, start it. We don't have so much time.
I'm starting it then. You have 1 minute. Let's see which the winner topic is. I have a favorite one, but I won't let you know.
Christina, you can write your favorite idea in the chat.
Yes. "30 seconds left." I think there were about 48 people, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. 20 seconds. And the winner will be revealed shortly. So get ready, use your imagination and your ideas. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
I think you should end the voting.
It's ending.
Okay.
And my favorite.
European identity. Okay, that would be
endless.
Easiest, I think.
Yeah. I just want to show you that we have a tie here. Rights for People, Rights for Nature, and My Erasmus Dream, 8 and 8. I'm ending the lesson, and I move back to our presentation.
Okay. So,
Nikki.
Georgia, do you have any tips on how to begin a project, what to do for the first month of every project?
So this is what we prepared for you. Nikki, go on and tell them.
Okay, so what is usually similar to every project is the first month. The first month when students aren't familiar with TwinSpace, or they they haven't met their partners yet, or the teachers, and they're reluctant to speak. This first month of every project is a good opportunity, first of all, to demonstrate how TwinSpace works and the various features and tools it has. Then some ice-breaking activities, for example, student introductions through short videos, or by writing on digital walls, or by playing games, or presenting their countries, their cities, or even by designing a logo for the project. Yes.
Sorry for interrupting you. So we make sure that students get to know each other in the first month, and they know about the etiquette and collaboration rules, and we set the project. Yes. Are you ready now?
And
sorry, Nikki.
One comment I would like to make is that some of these activities may sound very trivial to you, but in fact, every project even if you have implemented it in the past, it's new for those specific children and those specific classes that are taking part. So don't try to think of always create new things for your students. You can always redo things because they are new to this specific class you are involving. That being said, Georgia, over to you.
So we decided to set up a project starting from October to May. We decided October because September is always a month of adaptation for both teachers and students.
Could even be November to May.
Yeah. Nikki, can you share the link to the Digipad? The idea board, sorry.
Yes.
So here is the project, let's say, broken into months, October being the first month and May being the last month. Each one of you can click on the cross and suggest an activity that should go to each month, starting from October to May. We have said that you should include etiquette rules, you should include warm-up things. We said that you should include evaluation of the project and dissemination of the project. And our topic is European identity across Nikki stories and
places.
And places.
You could also add time.
Yeah.
Or cultural elements.
So you just click and add the sticky. No names will appear again, so you are free to go and start adding.
Okay.
Preparing
Meanwhile,
for presentation. Yes.
While you're thinking and adding your ideas, we're going to share a slide with ideas to help you.
Good one. Safer Internet Day in February. Good. So I share my screen again, right?
Yes.
Give me 1 minute because I need to
And then we go back to the idea boards.
Okay. So this is how we thought it in a way. The first month always is there for us to introduce ourselves and our students and establish an etiquette. And students begin understanding that they all share a European identity. They create scrapbooks while they're sharing the stories of their hometowns that can reveal something unique about this region. Nikki, month 2?
Okay, we can explore some literature to identify the theme of more or less reveal personal stories, maybe create I'm sorry,
a common book, a common story.
I'm thinking a
common
digital
anthology.
Storytelling. I was thinking, I'm sorry. So we can have some digital storytelling. Maybe the one class could write the script, the other class could create the pictures or record the story and then create a digital storytelling activity.
As you can see before I move on to month 3, let's say, each month, apart from the first one and the last one, deals with a specific aspect of citizenship,
Culture.
of European identity. So third month, you could explore geography, landmarks, sites, even the environment around the area. If there are mountains, if there are ski centers, if there is a famous beach, etc. And they could create, for example, a podcast, a common podcast which advertises their cities of the schools which participate. I move on, Nikki, because I don't want to waste time.
Okay, and then they can always exchange songs. The one class could teach the other a traditional song or a traditional dance through videos or send the instructions. Anything that could make all classes involved appreciate each other's culture.
I will move on to the other one just to see if we haven't. Oh,
do you have any ideas? Lots of ideas.
The idea board will be shared with you in the presentation, so don't worry if you can't take notes. October, we have creating the logo, of course, create and share the school's logo and vote for a common one. Don't forget that. Connected with the European Code Week, there is a calendar related to the topic. There should be activities for Erasmus Days and brainstorming about the project topic. We always say that students should be at the center of a topic, so brainstorming is the best thing that we should do to help our students create a project. November, create the logo. Someone else said that they should do it in November. Great. Organization of students in transnational teams, really good. There are a lot of tools that can help you. One of them can be found in TA Padlet, just to let you know. And word clouds with word suggesting idea of citizenship or ideas suggesting European identity. And then we have December, New European People. We celebrate the Day of the Immigrants. Really important because we should accept people. We should teach our students tolerance and empathy. Of course, we have the New Year's cards exchange, and we could set up a board to display the work done so far. Nikki, I won't share our presentation again. I think we'll go on with that.
Just two pieces of advice really quickly. One thing is really take advantage of the material uploaded in the learning corner. You can find really good activities there and ideas. And the second is anything you can do in a traditional classroom, you can do online. There are endless tools. Anything you can imagine, you can do with digital tools. So just look for it and you can do amazing things online with your students.
Thank you. Someone suggested that there should be a midway survey in January, which is really good. And they also suggested an online meeting. We would advise 2 or 3 meetings, the best for the whole project, where you can take photos and upload them in the respective TwinSpace page, let's say. We do not have any ideas for March, but don't worry, our presentation is there for you to be helped. April, we prepare for the presentation of the final presentation, and we celebrate Earth Day online, which is really important. Each school, each country has different environmental problems, and there are different ways to deal with them. And May, the final month, goes on with eTwinning Day, of course. It's an open day for families and local community to disseminate the project's outcomes. Don't forget that all schools should be open to the local community, and don't forget the role of the eTwinning schools. I just remember that now the flags and the letters of congratulations are arriving little by little, slowly. So we do remember the role of the eTwinning schools as well. Of course, we have evaluation with Google Forms and questionnaires for pupils, parents, and teachers. We are running out of time. So shall I stop sharing my screen? What do you think?
Okay.
Alessia?
Well, Alessia?
So actually, we just have 2 minutes. So
Okay.
maybe we can slowly wrap up the session, but it was really, really nice to see so many ideas that our participants posted. It really brought us inside the project. So I don't know if Georgia, Nikki, you want to conclude a bit the journey that you described, if there's anything else that you wanted to add. Otherwise, we can wrap up.
I will start first, and I'll let Nikki have the final word today because I really like her.
Okay.
Today's no, I'll start. I'll give you the final word. So I'll start first.
So the main point is that any idea you have, you can turn it into any eTwinning project. So you can always adapt your idea to your students' age and needs. You can always find a tool that will do help you make your idea come true. Everything we have will be shared with you next week. And please join our group. Feel free to join, and we have many activities for newcomers, even a new eTwinning project for you to try and test TwinSpace and its potential. So please join us and we'll have an amazing time.
What you saw today was an amazing collaboration between two groups. We took ideas from Dora and we put them in an eTwinning project. This is what happens in an eTwinning project actually. There are great minds which think alike and they prepare amazing things. So if you are newcomers, join us. Do not get intimidated by the fact that your English may not be good or you are not good at tools. Join us and we are here, all of us, to help you. Thank you very much. Dora and Alessia, I don't know.
Thank you so much. I was also going to give Dora some final words. Please, Dora.
Yeah, let me thank you as well for the wonderful collaboration. And as you said, it's, I think, just exemplary of how all teachers can work together. Thank you for being invited and the chance to present the Citizenship Education Group as well as the Newcomers Group. Alessia, you are our guide and moderator. Thank you so much for your work as well.
Thank you so much for taking part in this webinar again, for all your great ideas. I think our participants are now ready to get started with their projects. I'm sure they took a lot of inspiration out of today's session. And please make sure to follow our social media for all the upcoming activities in the coming weeks, so you will not miss anything. Thank you again to all our participants, to our speakers, and I wish you all a nice evening. Bye, everyone.
Bye.